Welcome back, Lovestylers. I'm Misty, and today we're going to be talking about Himalayan pink salt and the top 10 benefits of pink salt. If you make the switch, guys, from iodized table salt, which has synthetic iodine in it and tons of other crap that you would not like to hear, stay tuned and I'll tell you about them. But pink salt is an easy pivot. You can just move over when you're looking for salt in the grocery store. Throw out your old Morton salt. Sorry, Morton, you've done us not so well. And I've been consuming you for years because that's what my parents bought. And you can't help it when you're kids, guys. Your parents buy the salt in the house. But throw out your Morton salt. You're an adult now and you can make your own decisions. You know, this stuff is very, very pure. It is from a Himalayan salt bed that has been there for years and years. An ancient salt bed is in much better shape than these polluted oceans that try to sell us the sea salt. So iodized is off the table, and even sea salt is not as good. It's a little better than iodized salt. But pink salt is the winner today and can make you a winner in your life when you see all the benefits it's going to give your body. It has 84 minerals that your body needs, trace minerals that we need, that we have, but we need a little bit more to support it. So a couple things that stand out to me. I did not know that pink salt gives you a higher sex drive, a better sexual libido. I did not know it could make you look younger. So I know, ladies especially, you're interested in those two things right off the bat. Let's be real now. Because that's what I'm interested in. If you're anything like me, let's talk about this stuff. And it doesn't get weird, I swear. Things that come to my mind right away: better hydration, keeping in those electrolytes that are so vital: magnesium, potassium, sodium, and calcium, the EMs. This helps us very much so. When you consume pink salt, you will keep your electrolytes balanced. You will keep the pH in your body balanced. You know, we kind of need perfect balance to be our best self. Prevents muscle cramps and even lowers blood pressure. But today I'm going to tell you all 10 benefits of consuming Himalayan pink salt. We like to talk a lot on this channel about how I lost 55 pounds in 8 sizes in the last 4 years, keeping it off. It's slow and steady, guys. This is not fast weight loss here, but changing your lifestyle so that you know how to eat. You're relearning how to eat so you can live and love your best life. So I implement a low-carb lifestyle with carnivore concepts and protein principles, which just means basically keto, carnivore, low-carb stuff. That's what we do here. Here at Lovestyle, Andrew and I both lost a lot of weight. He lost 100 pounds, twice as much as I did. And Andrew makes an appearance now and then on the show. I'm just a regular working stiff, works 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. I also try to pursue my art. As you can see behind me, I am a musician and independently releasing albums as I work. But, you know, I'm trying to clean up my lifestyle. And I am 49 years old now, and I drank through the years, had high blood pressure. I also had eczema. This is past tense, guys. I was able to get off all of my medication for high blood pressure and kick alcohol for good. So you may have salt fear like a lot of people. And I'm going to tell you right now, and this will rhyme: if you are afraid of salt, it is not your fault. The old food pyramid was a lie. All of the things that they told us about needing grains and these weird oils and wheats was a lie. And so was whatever they told you about salt. Your body is made up of a lot of salt. I looked this up. Now, this is very general, but what I found is there's about 40 teaspoons or more in the human body at any given time. Now, this is normal, I guess. And so we're trying to stay away from high blood pressure if we have salt fear, because we have been told that high blood pressure, which I had for years, guys, I just got off my high blood pressure medicine 4 years ago when I started eating better. But the main thing is high blood pressure everybody's afraid of. And the bad salt they've been telling us to consume all these years, the iodized salt, which I'll tell you how bad in a minute that is for you, is the salt they're talking about. They are not talking about Himalayan pink salt, the healthy salt, which we know now. So if you're afraid of salt, keep listening. So regular iodized salt. First, I want to tell you what I found out about this on my own about a year ago. I was in a restaurant, and of course, they're not smart enough yet in restaurants to provide the pink salt all the time. Sometimes I bring my own little baggie, and you should consider doing this. It looks a little funny in a little plastic bag like it's drugs or something, but it's not. It's something healthy for you. So sometimes I'll bring my own pink salt into a restaurant in my pocket. It doesn't bother anyone, guys. Try this if you want. But I looked on the back of the package. I didn't have my pink salt with me. And I just said, let me see the ingredients in iodized salt. And I come to find out there is dextrose, which is another word for sugar, in your iodized salt most of the time. Dextrose. For us low carbers, we're staying away from sugar or other words for sugar. So keep the sugar out of your salt and switch to pink salt. And you won't have to worry about this. And that's just one of the weird things that I don't hear anyone talk about iodized salt. I mean, all these years, we've been eating salt that has sugar in it. How crazy is this? This just floors me. So iodized salt is processed, very, very processed. And I like to equate this to us guys who are losing weight and doing great on carnivore, keto, low carb, paleo, eating cleaner foods. We are staying away from processed things. So consuming salt that has been overly processed is not what you want to do. So iodized salt, which I'm going to say take that salt off the table, no pun intended. I'm going to tell you why. It is bleached. It is heated to a very high temperature. They add chemicals to this salt to keep its shelf life stable. They add synthetic iodine and other chemicals that find their way into your organs and settle into your organs. Now, that's why people have health problems sometimes and have problems with salt sometimes, because they are consuming the bad salt. And iodized salt is the bad salt. When they process this iodized salt, it loses the magnesium, it loses the potassium, which are two main electrolytes that our body needs. And this is crap, guys. Please, if you have never considered cleaning up your diet, and this is the first time you're coming on to this show, Lovestyle, where we talk about diet a lot and other subjects coming soon, I will tell you, if you made just this one pivot, it's there on the shelf, just pivot over to the pink stuff. It's as simple as that. No harm, no foul. We're just used to grabbing the salt we grew up with. It's just a bad habit. It's just in our subconscious, us doing what we've always done. And you can change any of this anytime you want to focus in on your health. So if you are timid about changing your lifestyle or the way that you eat, and you're watching this video because you're curious, I'm going to tell you, just make this one improvement first. My mother, I talked to her, I think it was 6 months ago. I've talked to her since. Hi, Ma. Love you, Ma. I said, Mom, what kind of salt are you consuming? She said, well, I am consuming sea salt. That's supposed to be better, right? I said, yes and no. It's a little bit better than iodized salt. I asked my Mom, please do me this one favor. I know you're not going to change the way you eat because you're my mother and you think you know better. But please change your salt to pink salt. It will be $3 more than you're paying now, and it will change your life. I want to tell you about sea salt for a minute. Now, sea salt is a better choice than iodized salt. Sea salt comes from the ocean, but our oceans are becoming more and more polluted every day. So there are things in the sea salt that our body does not like. It is not perfect. Now, you might say, well, Misty, pink salt is too expensive. Like, I can afford that. Yes, I'm going to tell you, you can afford it. It's a couple dollars more and it'll last you forever. Buy a big thing of it if you can from Costco. I think I have one here. I love my pink salt. This will last us. There's only 2 of us in the house, and I love doing this. Just put it on your tongue a couple times a day. Everyone's afraid to do this. This is so satisfying because I will stay balanced all day long. You want to keep your electrolytes in. I really want to get to the benefits, but let me just touch on the sea salt for a moment. So sea salt has a little less sodium in it than the table salt, which is horrible. So it's a better choice. If you are stuck in a restaurant or something, they have sea salt, use it. But it is becoming increasingly more processed every day because there is some pollution in our oceans. So pink salt is still a better choice. And right now, I'm going to tell you all of the benefits pink salt has for our bodies. It actually has conductivity, almost like an electrical property, like a crystal does. And that's why these salt lamps can even increase your creativity. It pulls out the negative ions from the air and helps you with better flow with your body, your mind, and your heart. But here are the 10 definite ways that pink salt can improve your health. Number 1, believe it or not, guys, I love this for number 1, and I'm putting it as number 1. It increases your sexual libido. It's a taboo topic no one likes to talk about, but it doesn't bother me because I'm comfortable talking about the fact that it can get you in the mood a little bit faster. And I know that sounds like magic, especially if you're over 40 and you're a female and we're always just so aloof about the whole thing. Well, this will change when you start to consume more pink salt in your life. Number 2, reduces signs of aging. Another thing, if you're over 40 and you're female or you're anybody who wants to look their best, which I'm pretty sure is everybody, right? Who wants to look crappier? But it will improve how you look. You will look younger when you start to consume more pink salt in your life and reduces the sign of aging. What's not to love about that? Number 3, it promotes better sleep. You guys know on this channel, I am very, very big about water, salt, and sleep. So make sure to use those 3 together. They're easy to remember. But sleep is essential to health. Every day, they keep telling us more and more, and they're finding out more and more every day about sleep, how important it is to staying healthy. And I've added more sleep in my life, guys, and I do not get tired during the day. I stay pretty balanced most of the time. Pink salt promotes better sleep for us. And this is great news. This is good news to hear. If you have trouble sleeping, try a little more pink salt in your diet. Number 4, better hydration. Because, some people get afraid because they think they're going to retain water. Well, you want to stay hydrated, so you don't want to lose all of your water, guys. You can lose some. But when you're losing your water, you're sometimes losing those essential electrolytes that we talked about. So keeping a little bit more salt, and especially pink salt, of course, like we're talking about today, in your diet can really, really give your body that hydration it needs to work properly. This will be better for your diet. This will be better for your skin. This will be better for your mood. And that's just a couple things off the top of my head. So better hydration is important to good health. Number 5, benefits here of pink salt. Believe this or not, guys, it lowers blood pressure. This one I was like, really? It kind of sounds backwards, but remember, the bad salt that we talked about earlier, being iodized, is the one you have to worry about. Just like food, we don't want to consume processed salt. So lowering your blood pressure is possible when you include more pink salt in your life. Number 6, it improves circulation, helps the lungs and respiratory functions. Circulation. And I have noticed when I consume the right amount of salt, I do not have stiff muscles and stuff like that. And we'll get to that in a minute, but I definitely feel a difference in my circulation when I know I've had enough pink salt. Number 7, it strengthens bones. I can't believe this one, but I'm very excited about it because I'm trying to, work out lately. And I'm going a little slow at first, guys, but strengthening bones leads to a longer and healthier life. Because, us ladies, especially when we get over 40, we get brittle bones sometimes. It just starts to happen faster. So anything I can do or you can do to strengthen your bones is smart. Number 9, it detoxes heavy metals from your body. So this one was another surprise. I don't know a ton about heavy metals depositing themselves into your body, but I know it's horrible for you, and our bodies aren't made to handle these heavy metals that we can get somehow from bad foods, and I think seafood can do it. But when you consume pink salts, this will help you detoxify those heavy metals out of your body. So very important. Let's keep the heavy metal out unless you just like to listen to heavy metal. And number 10, it prevents muscle cramps. And this I definitely can attest to for sure. I sometimes get muscle cramps when my electrolyte balance is off, if I haven't had enough water that day. And definitely if my salt is low, I will notice that I'll get little cramps here and there, nothing too severe because I really try to stay on top of my salt. But if you find that you get muscle cramps, maybe after working out, maybe just from regular existing, try a little more pink salt. Between 1 and 2 teaspoons is a very good average to go by, even though I don't like putting a number on some of this stuff. That's still a good average to go by right now, guys, because it is kind of confusing when you're making these changes. Like how much is too much? And I don't know my body that well yet. And I'm still learning about nutrition. And I don't want to do too much of something. So I get it. And I've been there. And 1 to 2 teaspoons is a good place to begin. So before I go, guys, I wanted to thank all my new subscribers. I also want to thank you for hanging in there. I took a week off last week. We went to the guitar show and it was really worth it. But I missed you and I hope you missed me. I want to just remind you, we have new shows every Monday, a lot of diet talk, a lot of carnivore keto talk, some recipes coming up in the future. And let me know in the comments if there's anything I can help you with. I'm a very helpful person. And I might even have a surprise astrology video on my 100th episode or coming up soon. I don't know when I want to do it. It might even be next week. I also want to thank you for liking and sharing. Let me know if there's anything you'd like to know, any way I can help you. I have 4 years of experience and I'm keeping the weight off. I am not at my goal weight yet, guys. I'm sure you can tell. I still have some fat. I don't like to show it much on camera, but we also want to thank you for listening to Black Eyed Soul. Anywhere you can find music, we are there. We have a few albums. See if you like us. Tell us what you think. We record right here in this room, Andrew, my husband, and I, and we'd love your support. So remember next time you're in the grocery store, guys, to grab that pink salt. The old salt is off the table now. And now we know all of the benefits of pink salt. And including that in our life can make a big difference while dieting or just trying to live a healthy lifestyle. So don't forget your pink salt, water, and sleep. Peace out.